So as Michelle says, we just want to talk about our journey. And of course, the journey never ends, as Karen would say. We are celebrating gold. We're not going to finish there. We're going to move on to platinum. But we want to talk about some of our successes. So first of all, we have to thank a group of dedicated folks who've been working on the EIW working group for the last number of years. So could they just stand up, just so we can see everybody? These are the guilty party. These are the guilty ones. Thank you. As you see, we've got a vacancy in human resources. Gina left us and went over to CHIO, so we're looking to replace Gina. Anyway, these folks have been working at this for the last number of years. In fact, this is how far we've come. Back in 2009, we started a journey of excellence when Duncan was here, and it was one of those frameworks that we decided to move away from and then enter into the EIW one. And as you can see, 2009 we achieved bronze in the quality framework, switched to EIW because we thought that was a much more appropriate one. And as you see, we like odd numbers. We didn't like 13. For some reason we decided in the year 2013 not to go for an award. But we've got our bronze, our silver, and then just recently our gold. So what do we want to do? Well, as I said, we don't want to rest on our laurels. We want to move on, because I think that's part of our culture here, is always innovating and innovating everything that we do. So we want to continue on the journey of platinum. Now, I know it says 1819. That might happen. If it's not, it's going to be 1920. But we really do want to move to the platinum threshold. And I think we have a great impetus in that our score, as you heard, was 89, one of the highest scores that Excellence Canada has seen. So we've got some work to do, but we've got a great foundation. Now, this is a busy slide, and if you can read it, you're a better person than me, because my eyesight is not that good. But this used to be called our Bounce scorecard. It's now our Excellence scorecard. And really, these are the quadrants that we want to excel in. We want to look at our customers, and that's really a great focus of the F&A mantra, is our customer service makes us different from everybody else. Our stewardship of resources, yes, we're in charge of the money that flows in and out of the campus, but also our environment. We're also looking at being good stewards to our environment. The way we work, well, really is pushing the envelope on innovation and processes. And then finally, our people, and that's you. And you have achieved not just bronze, not just silver, gold, and we'd like you to come along the journey of going to platinum. So as you see some of, and it's really small in the values, some of our values, that's really what we work every day. We work our values every day, and we hear it from our customers. So I'd like to thank you for every piece of work that you do each day to make Carleton a wonderful place. As Karen says, she would like to come back. I think she enjoys being here. We enjoy having her here. And I think that we see ourselves as slightly different from the academic world in the way we look at our customers and each other, how we collaborate, and how we innovate. But some of the best practices that Karen and her group found were on the screen ahead of you. Carleton Leader was certainly seen as a great best practice. It's one of those unique ventures that, yes, we did take it from another school, but I think we made it our own. And for those who have been through Carleton Leader 1, 2, or 3, I think it really does help break down the barriers and silos inside the university. I think also our process improvement, which I know we don't always like to do, those yellow stickies that go up on the board, it takes a little bit of work, but sometimes you have to sharpen the saw. You actually have to stop what you do, look at what you're doing, and does it actually make sense? And I think anybody who's gone through one of those, yes, it's tedious, but at the other end, there's a better, faster process, and it actually leads to better outcomes. Benchmarking, we started way back in, where's Val? Way back in, was it 93? 93, 94. We started this thing, benchmarking. We were thrown into Renfrew House, I think it was, purchasing and accounts payables. We've been doing this for almost 25 years. It's a great thing that we do, and I think it does actually demonstrate that we're always looking at best practices. We alluded to the mental health and healthy workplace, getting platinum just recently. Again, it's part of our culture. I think that we should all be proud as being one of the constituents that actually wins a platinum. Those are rare, and for the institutions such as ourselves, the higher education, it's unique in Canada. There's a quality showcase, and this is the advertisement I was asked to plug. So on the 28th, please come to the quality showcase. There's a Michelle's Den, but the quality showcase allows us to demonstrate our services across the campus as well as among ourselves. And I think it's good that we all understand what we do and the value that we bring, and also the haha moments of, I didn't realize that's what we did in F&A. Here's some of the comments that Karen heard and her group heard during her visit back in the summer. So we walk the talk, we collaborate, and I think that's something that we've done better each year. We've always improved on collaboration. I think Carleton Leader has broken down some of those barriers. I think that we want to be more supportive. We work 24/7, 365 days a year. It is hard for us all to get into the same room, and that's something that we need to work on. On those who are in shift works or work in a different pattern, I think that's something that we would like to work on. And we do align our work to our mission and our vision. We're people focused, and I think that's what we are, focused on who we are and what we do. Some of the things that we have in our back pocket going for platinum, the intranet, I would say that 3 years ago we didn't have that. That was one of the big learnings that we went out to other institutions. They have an internet and an intranet. And I think that's something that we need to expand upon, and there is work being done in that field. Project and process mapping, I know I said those yellow stickies are difficult to do at times, but they really do improve the quality of our work. And process mapping that's done in a standardized format, that if you move from one area to the next in F&A, you know how to do a process and project plan. Change management. Another area that I think we've delved into and we need to do more of is when we have a change in a process, what is the change management outcome that could happen? So again, we've got a good strong footing in that. We've delved into it and we'd like to do more of that. Succession planning, well, 3 years ago we weren't talking about succession planning. Now it's being formalized, and I think the board are also looking at us to actually formalize our succession planning. Job descriptions, well, a number of years ago, job descriptions were outdated. I think the pay equity work that we're doing will actually change all our job descriptions, all 2424. Did we get them done this time? Anybody? No, don't admit that you haven't got it done. Please don't, please don't. Now it's back to the managers to comment and they'll come back. But rewriting job descriptions is actually a very good process to go through. Of reevaluating what I did, when I came in, and what I'm doing today are very different. So we're getting our job descriptions updated, and that will roll out over the next number of years. The planning process, I think we continually plan. We're always looking down the road, not what's here today, but what's coming down the road. The knowledge plan, which is really how we share knowledge on campus, is something else that we need to look at. And certainly we see best practices on one side of the campus. We should be able to share those across the whole division. The customer service, I think we're known for that. We've taken part in the employee survey, Tyler's group, Bruce's group, and Tyler and the rest of them. I think that's something that we undertook some years ago. We want to see what our customers are saying about us, our students, our faculty, and our staff. Because if you don't measure it, it's not going to get better. Our employee satisfaction, we did a massive survey in 2015. I think we're still working on the results of that to improve employee engagement. But again, these are all strengths. These are not something that we have to start from scratch. We're actually making great strides in each of these areas. So our journey continues.